they've been dealt one of their
Miami has a Dolphin, the greatest football team.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Miami Dolphins. It's a rematch of one of the great NFL playoff games of all time. The Chargers and Dolphins underway from Miami. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
It's tough enough to play defense anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Well, he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Looking to throw, May. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. H.M. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
A loss of 3 brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Hey, that's crazy, crazy.
From the gun, it's May. A swingless out wide. Here's H.M. From the 5-yard line with his opening drive yield 6. This is third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
From the shotgun, it's May. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Looking to put a drive together.
Yeah, there we go. Right there. We'll go 47. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
First down.
We'll go 46.
First and 10 at the 32.
Throwing, Prescott. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Now a second and 10. Here's Prescott. And complete to the former Charger, Hunter Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. But he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Smith, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Right back to Achane on second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
It's now third and 9.
To the air, May. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7.
Throwing here is May. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. When you talk about this Miami defense, they're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit. But facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's May. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Off the play fake, here's May. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll throw with May. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
They'll try and throw forward May. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Here's Prescott. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Open man is Bourne. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
6 yards. It's fourth down.
Fourth down, Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll throw again. Prescott. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. The Dolphins at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again. Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Prescott now from the 50. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And they'll get this down to the 10. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
That's another Dolphins first down.
Prescott off play action. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Prescott yet again. Got his man, it's Warren. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones.
Well, he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Dak Prescott with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns.
Oh, this is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over it. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
The extra point looking good. And it's now 14-0.
14. Chargers, nothing.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's May. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
We'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Yeah! There we go.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
46.
To throw is Prescott. Now he's going to step up and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Kill. Yeah. We go 47.
Prescott from the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Prescott. And he's got it. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. 2 first-half touchdown passes down for Dak Prescott. And the Dolphins take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
21. Chargers, nothing.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They're marking down officially at the 34. Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, you it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. Up the middle, H.N. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. This one thrown underneath to H.N. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. Now they'll change things up. Now H.N. on 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 9 now. May looking to run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
The Chargers first down. First and goal, Chargers.
To the air, May. This is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Sam Laporta from 8 yards out. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Throwing, Prescott. Quick slant here to Smith. He's across midfield. Still going. Devontae Smith. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Throwing here is May. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Ochan. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. They'll throw with May. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with May. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And that will force a turnover on downs. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Looking to throw. Prescott. Short pass caught by Henry. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. Now Prescott. This is Smith to the ground. Smith has led to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins continue to pull away here this first half. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. Extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Chargers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Man, that's a tripping, man.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Prescott. He completes it to Henry. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 4th down, Prescott. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A handoff for Warren. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's Prescott. Now he'll tuck this and run. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now he's going to step up and run. Out right to Bourne. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's May. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Crazy.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This to Laporta, right side. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
That's another Chargers first down.
Out of the gun is a give to Achane. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Second and a couple. They're going to look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. To throw, it's May. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
It's 3rd down and goal.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll set up to throw. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Devon Achane, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an outside kick situation.
They're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Warren will try the right side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Now Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Prescott to throw it.
Throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world.
I got to think at this point, third quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that, because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines. Maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
The Charger drive about to get going.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to...
And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space.
He's on his way.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Devon Achane with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now down to 20. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And this offense on third down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
On the give, it's Warren.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
So that, Charles, a season long, and since he's a rookie, I guess we can go ahead and call that a career long as well.
I love how you put that together because, you know, as everyone at home was saying, okay, has to be career, right? Since he's a rookie, well done by you. But I definitely like what I've seen from him so far this year. Very distinguished college career. He's looking right at home here in the NFL.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And taken down just shy of the 40. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6. Achane here, they stay on the ground. 171 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. On third down, Achane. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down, Chargers.
We're going to throw. May. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. And defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now back to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
4th down, here's May. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. On the run is counter. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.